Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're trying out some new makeup. I'm returning to the Maybelline 4-in-1 Perfector because in a previous video, I had some issues with it. But if you're new here, grab a snack, grab a drink, let's hang out, let's try out some new music. We'll do just like a little first impressions. So I had trouble with this, okay? I see it coming. It's clear. It's clear. I just was able to get it out. I had to do a science experiment where I pulled off the sponge and then the pigment was coming through. The first time I used it, it was completely clear and I was genuinely confused. So I got it out. This definitely looks like the shade is too dark. So I'm just gonna put it like on the perimeters or where I would bronze or contour because I feel like that's a good place to start. But I do feel like I'm finally getting pigment from this. So basically this is from Maybelline. This is a 4-in-1. They're claiming it's a primer, concealer, highlighter, and BB cream. That seems crazy to me, but I'm here for it if that's the real facts and the real truth. It's reminding me of like e.l.f. Halo Glow. That's what it's reminding me of, which I love. That's like one of my favorite products. This is definitely a little too dark on me, but we're gonna make it work. I'm probably gonna put something on top of it because I might wear a product like this alone if it was the right shade and it was like I was having a really good skin day or I wanted to keep it super light. I love the glow that it's giving and it's definitely evening out my skin, but that was a wild, wild ride to get here. Overall, I like it. I'm not like dying over it. I want to love it more than I do. I think it's fine. So that was this shade medium. I really think the shade 1.5 medium would be better, but this was the science experiments I had to do with that other shade. I literally pulled the sponge off. Okay, now there's pigment coming. But it was like all clear. I don't know if I got like a faulty batch or what, but okay. I pulled the sponge off. We have pigment. I think it's just gonna take a lot of twisting and experimenting. Let's just put the excess of this on my skin. I think this shade is way better. It's one of these clicky pens, by the way. I don't know if I said that. Okay, I definitely like the shade more. And I like how it feels. Definitely feels very like serum-y, skincare-y. And yeah, the shade is making me like it more. But I want a little more coverage today. Just the kind of day I'm having. So I think we might try out a new foundation. I don't know, or you know what I might do? I have the Kosas BB, which I did use in a first impressions video, but I kind of want to use it again. I haven't used it since. I think it'll be good to try this again. I just did one pump. This is the shade 20, I think, or yeah, 20, light, medium, neutral, warm. Usually I don't go for warm shades, but I do have two other shades in my closet if I need to grab them. I'm gonna need another pump of this. Again, this feels very skincare-y, but I love that. You can tell immediately that just evens. And I really think it's super glowy, and with the Maybelline product underneath, we're gonna be glowing to the gods. I like the consistency of this product a lot. I actually think I need to just like leave it out on my vanity so that I use it more because this is a really nice everyday. I also love how clean Kosas is. Kosas just always does the right thing, I feel like. I'm rarely disappointed with a Kosas product. And they're very reliable. I feel like when I am using Kosas foundation, concealer, whatever it is, like I can rely on my skin and my makeup turning out good. I have really been loving, so this is in a first impressions. I don't know how much I've used this though, the Tower 28 concealer. It is really nice coverage. So when I'm doing a complexion product like that, that's not like a full foundation, this is really nice to get that coverage on those areas where I'm just like, that other product's not cutting it. You know what I mean? It's really creamy, but again, like I said, it's good coverage. I feel like it kind of does it all. Between this and Kosas, those have been my favorites lately. I'm gonna wet a sponge. I'm feeling like this look is needing a beauty sponge because I wanna take some of it off and really like bounce it in. So let me go wet my sponge really quick. Okay, I zoomed you in a little bit just so you can see the skin better, but honestly, I have just been sleeping on the Beauty Blender for so long. I'm always in a rush, just like throwing makeup on my face, and my brushes are just right there and they're so easy to grab. But I do feel like whenever I take the time to just wet my beauty sponge and do this, just even this one pass, my makeup ends up looking so much smoother and so much better because I tend to have a heavy hand. We also have we're trying new makeup today, so we have more product on than we probably would. So that's why I love to use a sponge, because it just like sucks up all the excess. It blends everything so seamlessly. I feel like beauty blenders like had their moment and then like people stopped using them, or they stopped wetting them. They just like, I don't know, we need to bring them back. I have this Wander on the Glow blush and illuminator. I feel like I've used this 100 years ago, but not for a really long time. So I kind of want to just bust it out today. This is a little darker than I would normally go, but I think we're gonna make it work. Let's see what shade. This is Bare. It actually feels like a really nice natural blush for me. So I think it's gonna work. I really like putting my blush on before my concealer. Wait, we already did concealer. So I messed that up today, but I do feel like when I'm doing like a full coverage look, it's nice to like have the blush blended in and then do concealer on top, but obviously that's not happening today. This is pretty. The glow is glowing. Granted, I have a light right in front of my face, so keep that in mind. I don't know how much I liked that, to be honest. Okay, I'm still deciding on that, but in the meantime, we need a little contour, and I don't have a new one today, but I have my favorite, which is the Rare Beauty. There's nothing like this one. Shade is Bright Side. I usually blend this in with a brush, but we're just going with the sponge method today. I wasn't loving what was happening. Not that I really did anything. I kind of just like bounced my sponge all over. I did a little powder, a little bronzer, but you know, this happens with me makeup videos. So we're moving on to the eyes. I also put a little brow gel in. I got this super cute package from Huda. It's this creamy eyeshadow palette that she came out with. There's two of them. I just think these are gorgeous. That's one of them, which is the darker one, neutral brown. And here's the packaging. This one might be greige. So there's a neutral brown and a greige, and I feel like this will be probably a little more cool toned. Yeah, which is so pretty. They're both gorgeous. I'm very excited to try it, and it says, this is the coolest thing about it, creamy, 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 creamy set, and the rest are shimmers. So you can kind of, you're like kind of told what to do, which is really cool. And then it also came with, well, first of all, this bag is just so cute, but it also came with some other eye products, One Coat Wow mascara, and then two eyeliners, two creamy kohls, which I love a creamy kohl, a black and a brown. So I'm trying all of these today. Let's start with the eyeshadow. Because they're creamy, I'm just not sure if I want to use a brush. So I'm gonna just try, I'm gonna feel them first. Okay, so the words go away right away, so just keep that in mind. But I do think this is gonna be more, I'm gonna try both. I love the consistency off the bat, and that just is neutralizing the eye. I'm gonna try not to make this too dramatic of an eye look. Let's see if I can go in with my brush and what will happen. I just don't feel like it's gonna work that well. It's actually okay. It's actually okay. I feel like it is still really smooth. I'm like confused at how this is happening. This middle shade, I'm so curious about, because it's like a combo. Oh, it's dark. That's dark. Well, it's so pretty. Oh my God, let me swatch it for you. Look at how pretty that is. You see how creamy it is? It's so pretty. And like a creamy, let's just do it with our finger. A creamy eyeshadow is right up my alley, especially if it doesn't crease. Like I love to just use bronzer and my blush and like keep it really simple. Wow. The only thing with like doing bronzer and cream, blush and all these things is like they usually end up rubbing off and they don't set and they can crease because they're not really made for your eyes. But if this is gonna do what I think it's gonna do, I'm gonna be very happy about it. I mean, off the bat, I just think that is so pretty and effortless. I feel like I can put it on with my finger and then blend it with a brush if I need to, which is cool. This is so unique. And then there's a set, which I'm like, do I just put that on top or is that like a brighter? I don't know. Gonna like set all the colors in place, or is this gonna mess everything up? I don't know what's gonna happen. We're gonna find out together. I'm just like pressing it on. I think it's fine. Do we dare do a shimmer? These shimmers look insane. They're like foiled. Maybe just like, oh, it's just too sparkly for what I wanted today. was my own fault, but there's nothing we can do now. There's no going back. So we're just gonna try and shear it out a little bit. Oh, that's so pretty though. I hope it's coming across on camera. Let's go to the darkest brown and put that right in the crease. I'm really just trying all of this out live. These are cool. I think you guys are really gonna like these. And I love how small they are. Sometimes, you know, these eyeshadow palettes that are going viral right now, they're just so big and you just never get through them. I kind of want to dive into the grayish one a little bit. Why not? Let's just do a little bit of this, like, I don't even know, gray. It's almost like a mauve-y gray. Not mauve, but like slightly pinky purple, but gray. Let's do a little bit of this color. And I'm just gonna do this on the lower lash line, just to try and add a little something, something. Okay, there's like a white. Yes, I love that. I just can't believe how creamy these are. And then I'm gonna grab the set shade and just set those creams, I guess. I mean, I should probably read, but I haven't done like eyeshadow in so long, like an actual eyeshadow look. I really like that. Let's try the pencils. I definitely want to try the brown first. Okay, let's smudge it out. Super easy to smudge, super easy to apply. Overall, I feel really good about it. I just feel like the skin is not giving what I want. So I put a little bit of my It Cosmetics CC cream on the back of my hand, and I'm just gonna use this big fluffy brush, and I'm gonna try and kind of get the skin where I want it, because it's throwing me off. A little more of my Tarte 28 concealer, and I'm blending it out with a brush this time. I feel like a fraud because I was saying how good my skin usually looks with the Beauty Blender, and I just hated how my skin looked. And now I'm using this brush and it's already looking so much better. So maybe I'm out on Beauty Blenders. Maybe I completely take back everything I said earlier. The skin's just not the same, you know, when you don't use those same products. The last thing, instead of a brush, I'm gonna use a puff in my translucent powder. This is House Labs. And I think this is gonna do the trick. Trickaroo. The fact that we have 15 layers of makeup on is not my favorite thing, but it's gonna be fine. Everything's fine, guys. Don't panic. I also decided I'm out on the Wander Beauty blush. I think that was also part of the problem, and I need color on my face. That is a big thing that we have missing right now. So I am reverting back to my favorites, which is this Say Dewy blush in the shade Baby. Maybe it's the lighting. We just have one of those days where you're like, no, it could be the lighting. It's pitch black outside, so I have a light directly on me. Try turning it down. I do feel that's better. And I think you can see colors a little better now. Okay, let's do it. Let's do the Color Wow, or the One Coat Wow, whatever. Huda mascara. I curled my lashes, so let's just go to town. I'm also not taking her literally. I don't believe that I only need one coat. I don't think that exists in mascara. First impression, I feel great about it. They feel thicker, they feel longer. It glides on really smoothly, it's not clumping. It's really fanning them out. I mean, look how much thicker they look on this side versus the nothing. So first impression, I'm a fan. This one's not going on as smooth, but I am able to like finesse it. That kind of happens with this eyelash though. It's like it's the ugly lash. But I really like that, you guys. They look bomb. I hope it's coming across. Okay, Huda, I see you. Honestly, I liked all the Huda products. All right, I'm dying to do lips and I need a pink powder. I just can't function without my Prism Libre powder, or my Prism Libre powder. If you haven't seen this powder in action, you obviously haven't watched my channel, but you're about to have your mind blown because the level of perfecting and airbrushing that this powder does, it's like, how could you not use it? I try to use other powders and I end up just using this one anyway. It really blows my mind every time, like seems like it should be illegal. Okay, I'm gonna do Wherever Walnut. This is not new, but I haven't used this shade in a while. I actually have a for a cart full of these lip liners to restock myself. There's a new shade that people have been talking about. I think it's Endless Cacao, and it's a darker kind of like, well, I'm gonna buy it and put it on for you guys. So I love these lip liners. Okay, look at this package that YSL Beauty sent over for Valentine's Day. It's so cute. I put my new Tower 28 lippies in there too, but I really want to use my Candy Glaze because I haven't used these in so long and I never know which shade is which. I want to say 02 is what I want. Yeah, this one, 02. So satisfying. It's so good. You don't need a lot of it. It's really the perfect lip product. It's hydrating. It enhances your lips, but it keeps like your natural lip shade. You can roll it up and down. I already knew we loved her. Okay, I don't really know what happened today, but we tried a lot of makeup. We did a lot of things. I like the end result, but I feel like it took a while to get there. But it was just, you know, a first impressions. Not my favorite thing ever though. I think it's really just the skin, those complexion products. I need to keep trying them out, but I'm kind of out on the Maybelline one, to be honest with you guys. I don't know. Maybe it's just the day, the time of year. Let me know what you guys thought. What were your thoughts? I want to know as I was having all of these reactions, like what was your reaction? What was your favorite? Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye.